Marvin Harrison, Randy Moss.
Oh my God. Wow. Which one was tougher?
I'm gonna say Marvin was only because of
Yeah, yeah, because I can only see. There you go. Perfect. That's perfect. Thank you.
let me
Appreciate
see
it.
if that hold up.
It's holding up.
Yep.
Okay. Welcome back to the Mic Check show. Today we have a lockdown corner who went toe to toe with the NFL's best. Am I right?
And I mean I think so.
A Kansas City Chief through and through. He lived the rivalries, delivered the hits, and always brought the fire. Let's welcome Eric Warfield. How you doing, champ?
I'm all right, man. Sitting here, just getting out of this heat out here in Texas,
Yeah, yeah,
playing
yeah.
18 holes with a little buddy of mine. So
Okay. See, the way I like to start off my part, right, is asking some fire rapid questions right away.
let's do it.
So, toughest receiver you ever had to cover?
Marvin Harrison, Randy Moss.
Oh my God. Wow. Which one was tougher?
I'm gonna say Marvin was only because of man, there's a route tree, 9 routes that every
Right.
receiver has to run. Nothing outside of that, unless you run a double move. All those routes break off at certain distances. So we have to study that. Marvin does nothing according to what the route tree says. So it's like him and Peyton Manning on a different route.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow. Holy cow, that's crazy.
So it's almost like watching Mahomes and Kelsey. Kelsey runs a lot of crazy routes, and
Right, right.
he gets away from a lot of people. Hard to cover that, and that's the same thing you get with Marvin and Peyton.
Best trash talker you went up against.
So that would be Randy, easiest. But it's in a good way because he's funny about it. Like he's always joking about what's going on the field, what's going on outside the field. So he's gonna almost every play talk some kind of shit to you. I don't know how if this is edited or what, but yeah, he finds a way to he doesn't stop yapping.
So nothing serious, just playing around, right?
So I'm a big corner, and my thing was I had to jam guys at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's a
And
fact.
I've been going against Marvin since my rookie year, same draft. And our training camp is in River Falls, Wisconsin. So we have to practice against the Vikings every training camp. So I got to know him well out there. And so it was like, okay, I'm gonna jam you in practice. I'm gonna jam you in the games.
Right,
So
right.
it come to game time. He's like, hey, Big 44, the play ain't coming this way. So keep your hands off me on this one. So in a way, he's joking about it, but he's also being serious about it. And it's like, well, shit, the ball really didn't come that way. So I
Let me
wouldn't
ask you
jam.
this one. What about the most physical?
David Boston was a big one.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
who else? T.O. was a big one. Jimmy Smith.
Woo.
Jimmy is tough. He's a hard. He's the
See, I wasn't expecting that.
yeah. Jimmy he runs hard like my man. Guy, what's the guy from Carolina? Steve Smith. So
Monster.
Jimmy runs hard. Jimmy runs precise. Jimmy doesn't miss anything, and Jimmy's fast. So if Jimmy gets his hands on you, you pretty much a lock. So yeah, one of those guys you got to go up against the block. Yeah, Jimmy's that dude.
You still watch the game today?
I do.
Okay. Can you name? See, I'm not trying to get you into any kind of trouble, right? But can you name your top three receivers today?
So I easily think it's Chase, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. Um, I I know the number's probably going to say C.D. Lamb. It doesn't to me. It's, how do you pronounce the kid's name at Detroit? Amon St. Brown.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yep.
Dude is poetic on the court on the field. He's hard to cover out there.
Now, who would Eric choose to guard out of them
So
three?
I would love to guard Jefferson because he's a taller guy. I think I have uh, more advantage with a taller guy. Now, precise running routes, Jefferson is on point. He and Jamar Chase are those two guys that they know how to get open. They don't miss very many catches, and they have the speed. So I love to see what Jamar Chase did last year. He's replicating it this year. So right now, I think he's got to be number one. Justin Jefferson too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
For sure. I agree. For sure. For sure. So so that makes you what? Are you a Chief fan? Because you play for the Chiefs?
100%.
Damn, come
Man,
on, E.
I'm not even like in a.
Come on, E. I
I'm
don't
not
even
even.
have my flags with me, so I could just throw them up in the air. E, come on.
I don't even play the. What's the stuff that you guys get pick
Fantasy?
certain teams? Don't do it.
Damn, E.
So if I got to put a fantasy team together and a guy is on my team has got to play against my Chiefs, am I supposed to root for his success against my team? No, I'd rather
No,
just.
no, 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 no. You're right. You're right. You're right. Well, I'm a Cowboys fan, and I'm from New York, so that's weird, right? That's
That
kind
is,
of.
yeah.
I've been a Cowboys fan since '92. So I mean, the,
I'm not mad at that. I grew up a 49ers fan. San Francisco is nowhere close to me.
wow. Okay, all right, all right. Let me ask you this: why? How so?
I I enjoyed watching Joe Montana and Jerry Rice.
Okay, okay,
So
okay,
what
okay.
is Jerry? Jerry's probably what 10 years older than me, probably. I think he's 60 something. I'm
How
49, so
how old are you, E?
49, man.
49. You don't even look
Yeah,
49, brother.
I try.
Nah, that's playing. Nah,
Myself in
that's what you
shape.
call playing golf.
Try to keep, yeah, basically.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you look good, man. You look good. I'm turning 40 literally in what's today? Today's the 16th. I'm turning 40 the 23rd in 7 days.
Nice. Well, happy
You know what I'm
birthday.
saying? Appreciate that. E, appreciate that.
So where are you at? Are you in New York now?
I'm from New York, but I live in Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm from New York. I'm from the Bronx. Not too far from the Yankee Stadium. But check this out. I'm not even a Yankee fan. I'm a Boston fan.
Oh wow.
Now I'm a diehard Knicks fan though. I go to listen, I try to go to possibly every single game. I got to hit up my plug actually. You know what I mean? Hey, get me some courtside seats. But yeah, yeah, I'm only a Knicks fan when it comes to just sports in general.
Man, some impressive games. Is I mean, I love the team last 2 years with Bronson. It's just tough that they
It's a
went
B.
down like that to Indiana, man.
It's a B. Listen, I hate Indy, man, and I'm trying. Yeah, I'm sorry, E. I'm trying to get Hallie on the show. I hit up a few ball players that I'm cool with, and I say, hey, man, can we get Hallie on the show? But I know he's going through his, Achilles situation, so it's going to be hard. But I listen. I dislike Hallie, man. Damn, I do. I can't stand that dude, and there's only a few people I can't stand, to be honest.
Hey, dude had a I'm talking about phenomenal playoff run. Buzzer beaters. He was, hate to see him go down the way he did, but man, that dude was putting up some great shots in those buzzer beaters.
I'm gonna keep it real. E. I think if he would have never went down, I know people gonna get upset, but they had a chance.
They really did.
You know what I'm saying? Like I really
They
think that
really did.
they would have spanked OKC.
You know what? I have Miles Turner's number,
Yeah,
so I know you're trying to get Hallie on. So I'll check and see if he's capable of doing that.
yeah, Hallie. I mean, he probably gonna curse me out.
He might.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I'm out there. I'm out there. I'm outspoken. I'm out there. I mean, obviously, I don't hate him as a human. You know what I mean? I hate him as a competitor, as and in opposition as far as the teams go. But he is a great player. I can't front. But okay. So the hardest hit you ever delivered. I think I know. I think I know one, but I'm sure you have plenty.
Man, I got Drew Bledsoe on a blitz,
Oof.
and Drew is what, 230, 240, big boy.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And I'm talking about D cleat. Ball came out and everything. I didn't even realize I hit him that hard, but he came off his feet and the ball even came out. I didn't know the ball came out, so I'm sitting there trying to celebrate, and I didn't cause the fumble. I could have had a
Yeah.
cause fumble and a scoop and score, but I'm
Did
two
you
in the
did you go
moment.
back to check up on him, like just to see how he was doing?
I couldn't do it. I had some great games against Bledsoe, man. I think I got probably 3 interceptions against him.
Damn.
So
Did you ever feel bad hitting someone so hard?
no, because back in those days, we weren't concerned about the big hits being targeting or getting fines.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, big hits back in those days, you're gonna be on ESPN top 10. And so now those big hits are frowned upon. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, they throwing flags out there for sure.
all day, every day.
Yeah, they throwing flags. You getting cursed out. The fans is gonna kill you. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Which AFC West rivalry was the nastiest? Raiders, Broncos, or Chargers?
I gotta go with the Broncos.
I knew you was gonna
Everybody
say
thinks
that.
everybody thinks it's the Raiders because of
I was gonna say the Raiders, but
no, that's just a facade, man. They dress up and act like that in the end zone. Man, those some of the nicest people ever. If you just go into that end zone and sit there and talk to them, some of the nicest, coolest people ever. Now, you go into the end zone in Colorado, you gonna get some nasty individuals. And I do mean some nasty individuals. It started like that even back when I was in college because we play Boulder, the Buffaloes.
yep, yep, yep.
Yeah, that's a thing in Colorado, man.
Okay, so when you say nasty, right? Like racial, like slurs.
You get anything.
Damn,
They
that's
they
foul.
don't they
That's
don't care.
foul.
And I've always heard that Philly was some of the worst. Man, I've been playing since I started college in '94. So yeah, the worst easily. Number one, I got to give to the people in Colorado. Now, I go to Colorado every year to do a kids football camp. Nice people, some of the most genuine people that are there in the city or in that state. But when it comes to those people in that stadium, whether it's college or pro, you get some nasty individuals, man.
Damn. And you guys can't really do anything.
There's nothing you can do. Like, what
Yeah,
am I going
yeah,
to do?
yeah.
Somebody sits there and calls out my mom and says all he wants to about her. There's nothing I can do.
Can you get them kicked out?
I think you can nowadays.
Right, right.
Back then, it's like you just try to
Forget
ignore it.
about it. Yeah, forget about it.
When you have people that's close to you, so it's like the kid that pushed Lamar Jackson's head.
Oh yeah. Oh
Now,
yeah.
was he out of
That's
line? Possibly. But you got guys that are that close sitting behind the bench that will sit there and talk noise and just give you the business. And so it's like, man, you don't even know me. Like, and you
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
I'll be
Yeah,
like, you.
the hatred towards you guys is crazy.
It
You
really
know what
is.
I'm saying? Like, because I heard I had Joe Smith, right? You remember Joe Smith?
Yep.
And he said he said Boston was no joke. And then he mentioned Utah. And he was like, they'll call you the N-word. I mean, it's sick, man. It's crazy. And I was like, wow. Obviously, you hear stories, but when he really broke it down, I said, God, Lee, that's crazy. Like they'll say, things that will get you shot, and,
I,
and I don't think it's fair.
I agree. I didn't. You realize how important sports is to people that don't get to play. It's like they grew up as that kid idolizing some one player, and that one player becomes a team,
Right, right.
and then all of a sudden you become an adult. And when you're going and you're taking your kids, these kids grow up with that same mentality that you were as a kid, and that same anger that you had towards the opposing teams, and it's the same thing. I've seen people cry over a loss. I mean,
Damn.
Seeing people cry over a win. You seeing people, man, we got some crazy people in this world to where even with the shootings.
Yeah.
But when it comes to sports, you think that you get like the best of people, and it's not like that every time.
You damn. I don't even know if I should get into it, but obviously we all saw what happened, right?
Yeah,
Um, what one thing that really dang, one thing that really bothers me is the fact that some people they find it okay, meaning they're mocking, laughing and joking around about it, but in all the reality, I mean, there's nothing to joke about, right?
sure.
Whether you disagree or agree or whatever the case may be, I don't. We all know it's not right to take someone's life. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Yeah.
Um, and I'm a Christian. I've been walking with the Lord for 3 years now. Do I agree with everything He says? Probably not, but He is a brother in Christ. You know what I mean? And seeing that, and especially on live TV, basically, you know what I mean, getting murdered in front of your kids and your wife, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's got some sick people in this world, man. And uh I won. I
Over
never get into
disagreements, E.
yeah, exactly. And one, I don't get into politics at all. So I've got I've got friends that are big time lefties, and I got on the other side, right wings.
Righties. Yeah.
Um, I stay out of all of it because all it does for me is it divides us as individuals.
You're right.
And
You're right. You're right.
heck, I love all my people the same. Now, unless we have some trust issues or something that's gone bad with our relationship that we can't fix, then that means we're not meant to be friends. Now, if we're friends and we disagree on politics, one's Democrat and other Republican, I can't play golf with both of you guys and enjoy the day. Why not?
Right.
But I don't sit there and hear about who's doing what and who's not doing what and who this person is, who that person not is. So I just stay out of it. Yeah, it's a sick moment that you have to take someone's life, and I heard that the kids were there. So, um, but again, I didn't know much about Charlie Kirk before the incident.
Okay.
I know more about who he is after the incident.
Right. Right.
Uh, so for me to sit there and defend and to mock someone that I don't know, that's not for me to say or to do. I have no opinion on anything that's gone in the situation, but it was just a sick thing that happened to an individual that didn't need to lose his life, and especially in front of his family. So
It comes down to morals, right? And yeah. But to move on, E, right? When you first entered the league, what was the biggest, let's say, adjustment you had to make on and off the field?
finances, because
Oof.
man, coming
Oh,
from nothing and you getting a check, and I wasn't a big, I wasn't a heavy hitter when I first got in the chief with the team. So I was only making 15, 20 grand a week, but that's a lot of money to me.
no, that's a
That's a lot
lot,
of
E. Come on.
money to a lot of people.
That's a lot.
But, I'm hanging around like guys as Dale Carter and Derek Thomas and Andre Rison. These guys making 100, 200, 300,000 a week. They can go spend 5, 10,000 a week and not miss it.
Right.
I spend 5, 10,000, I got to look forward to the next check. So it's making that adjustment of I can't live like they live, even though we live the same life. His pockets are way deeper than mine, so I have to adjust my way of living uh, to match my bank account. And with that being said, And I even found myself 2 months after the season was over with, I was broke and ended up
Man,
living with a female friend of mine that was from Nebraska. And so she went to school in Nebraska with me, but she from Kansas City. So ended up staying with her for 2 months and ended up doing off season workouts. I think they were paying us probably $600-700 a week. So that was enough for me to get back on my feet and get on my own place. I'm like, well, shit, I'm living like poverty out here. I'm a professional football player.
damn,
So
B. Wow.
ended up getting back to training camp. Season starts again. And my best friend was working at Wells Fargo. So he and I made a plan to come together to have all my checks sent to Wells Fargo to my bank account. And he kind of monitored to what he like, you can't do this, you can't do that. We need to start putting money to the side to look forward to your future. Ended up finding myself making some investments, buying property, buying real estate. So yeah, I had to look forward to what was to come after football instead of what I can show off with what I got now. That's the thing I hate that a lot of us, I won't say black, but it is most of us that when we get money, we want to show off things. Whether it's our clothes, it's our car, it's our house, it's our jewelry. And I know at my house in Kansas City, you can drive through the entire neighborhood and basically point where all the athletes live, and that's baseball and football, because we got all the Range Rovers and the Mercedes Benz with the 22-inch rims. But you can see my neighbor across the street drives a F-150 and probably a Honda as a brain surgeon is making more money than most of us. So it's like you got to understand, like it's not all about trying to show and prove instead of just trying to set yourself up for life. Trying to, man, I didn't grow up with generational wealth. I'm trying to leave that for my daughter and my nieces and my nephews. So when they're older, like they can have whatever I've pretty much built for my life, so that they can have something to look forward to.
What was your if you don't mind me asking, like what was like the biggest contract you got?
So I did 7 years, 28 mil,
Okay.
uh, 5 mil up front, and I think the
Guaranteed.
first, yeah, but then the first year, I think you make with that 5 mil in the first year, what that came out with, they said it's supposed to be guaranteed $9 million. So yeah, but that's back in my days. We didn't, and I felt like at that time I was in the midst of top 10 paid corners. That's back in the late '90s, early 2000s. So man, you got nickelbacks that's getting paid that much now.
Yeah, probably a little more. Yeah. No, absolutely. Absolutely. It's crazy. They just handing out money now.
Yeah, buddy.
You
You go
know,
play. You come off the bench, and then you're not even a full time starter, and you getting 40 mil just to go for certain plays.
now now it seemed like it seemed like you're cool about it, right? There's a lot of players that are bitter for some reason, right? That the league now, the players now are making so much bread. But how do you feel about that, E?
It's the way the game works, man. Because like
Are
my
you are,
guy,
are you better question? I'm sorry.
I'm,
Are you
I'm not,
happy
I'm
for them
not, I'm
boys?
not, I'm not bitter about it at all.
Are you
If
happy for them
I was
boys?
100% happy, if
That's
if
what's
if
up.
I was to say anything that if I was to have any kind of bitterness towards anything, I'd say about the NIL stuff in college. But I'm still happy for those guys. That they're getting paid off of their name and likeness.
Yep.
Now, I'm a part of championship teams in Nebraska. And so I saw that they're going to go back and pay guys that were on that played from 2015 to up until now. Um, so they're going to go back and pay guys, but yet I'm like, well, shit, I was a part of national championships. Did a lot for the city and the state of Nebraska. So if y'all want to talk about paying anybody, let's play those. Let's play those players that that won national championships. I don't care how far you go back, but any if you won a national championship, get reimbursement for something.
Right, right. No, and I agree with you 1000%. Besides playing golf, E, what do you like? What do you do? Like, like during your just some during your time off. Like what do you get into?
So I enjoy the time with my family. And I got family here. I got family in Nebraska. I got family in Arkansas. Um, I got family in California. So, well, my daughter's in California. My mom's in Arkansas. My sister and brother both live out here in Dallas with me. The bulk of my family, we're born and raised in Mississippi. So,
Okay.
yeah, if I get time to go spend with family, I enjoy that the most. I love attending sports venues. I'm a big basketball fan. I'm kind of like you and your Knicks. I love Golden State. I love Milwaukee Bucks. And I used to love the Mavericks when they had Luka, but for some reason they got rid of Luka. And it's I still go and attend the games.
Nice. That's dope, man. Do you did you watch the fight this weekend? This past weekend?
100%.
Okay. Well, you mentioned Nebraska a lot, and we know Bud is from Omaha, right? Was you rooting for him?
100%. I watched that fight, Mayweather and Canelo years ago, and I knew that strategically, what Mayweather did, what Floyd did, Bud was capable of doing everything and then some.
And more, and more.
I'm not gonna sit here and say that Bud is better than Floyd. Bud has paved himself an excellent career. I mean, undefeated, so many weight divisions. Everybody they put in front of you, he annihilated them.
Oh yeah.
Like he whooped Canelo to me 10 out of 12 rounds. No, it wasn't a beatdown like he did Errol Spence, but it was a beatdown. And then to have Canelo at the end of this fight to say, he had everything. I couldn't touch him. He's faster, he's quicker, he's stronger. He has everything.
That's crazy, right? That is just see, I was willing I was willing to bet 25K. I kid you not.
On Canelo?
No. Going for Bud.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, no, come on, champ. I'm going for Bud.
I didn't know. I gotta ask. Gotta check.
Bud is, oh, because I'm Spanish, right? E?
No, that ain't.
I'm more black than Spanish, E. I'm more black than Spanish, straight up.
I don't know. No, because I think the majority of the world, they saw Canelo as the bigger fighter. Canelo, the bigger paycheck. Canelo has, the big knockouts. I think a majority of people were wanting Canelo to win. I just feel like,
see, but those are the cashews.
Probably.
Right? Because I say this, like, if you go back in time, right? If you go back to and let's just mention historical facts. Mayweather had to go up in weight, right? Just one weight class. Everyone had to go up in weight, at least one weight class.
Yep.
He was just worried that he had to go up 2, possibly 3. You know what I mean? But I think, see, here's the thing. I think Bud, I'm sure he went to go back and watch the whole Mayweather and Canelo film. I'm sure, because that's exactly what he did.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he banged with him a few rounds. What, 2 rounds maybe, possibly? But after that, it was just tag him, leave, tag him, make sure he's not cornered up, tag him again, and then bang with him a couple of, you know what I mean, and then leave. Like that's exactly what Mayweather did, and you know what, it worked for him. And to me, I'm gonna keep it real. I know I'm gonna sound crazy, but to me, he's in that Mount Rushmore for sure.
Oh, I'm with it. I'm with you. Now, the thing that Bud is missing is that big payday. He's not flashy. He doesn't talk a lot of shit. Most people aren't against Bud for the reason that they think that he's gonna get knocked out. So Floyd gonna talk noise talk big noise. So everybody want to see Floyd lose. Everybody want to see him lose. And it's what Bud is like. We got a good fighter. We think he can win this fight. Is it worth it? Is it TV worthy? So he's 25, 40 mil. It's great payday, great payday. But we're talking about back in the days. This is 10, 15 years. Floyd's getting 100.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is Bud worth that? I think he is. But he's not as flashy and he's not as I don't know if it's I don't say flamboyant because I think that's on another spectrum, but I think he's just not the talker like everybody else. Now
he's a real gentleman.
Exactly. That's basically what he is.
Yeah. He's not. I'm gonna say it because I'm not cool with the fight I'm gonna mention, but I'm cool with his team. Berlanga's he a poop talker. He likes to talk a lot of crap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Berlanga, and look what happened to him. So,
yep.
You know what I'm saying? Crawford, hands down, I think Mount Rushmore. If people can disagree, you know what I mean? But I think he's up there.
I agree.
3-time undisputed. Like what? That don't even sound right.
At all.
5 weight class. Like what? He went from 147 all the way up to 168. That's what, 21 pounds?
I'm gonna take you at your best, at your size, your weight, no water cut down.
Yeah, no claws.
What is it? Mexican Hispanic Day or whatever, or week?
Facts. Like, yeah. The Mexican.
I want you at your best.
And still put in work. Made it look super easy. Super easy. I was just texting do you know Kenny Lofton?
Yep.
Okay, that's my boy. I love Kenny. Kenny super cool, man. You know you know him personally? Like,
I don't know him personally. I've only met him probably 2 times at events, but yeah, hell of a ball player though.
Oh, that's my guy, man. I love Kenny. So I was like, yo, Kenny, what you think about the? And he was like, giving excuses, but he had Crawford though. But I was like, yeah, look, man, like that's what happens. And Canelo was talking so much crap. I've never seen Canelo like that, to be honest. Oh yeah, just ranting like, yo, dude. And mind you, I'm Spanish.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, I'm more black than Spanish. I'll keep it real. I just can't say certain things on here because then I might get canceled or I mean, yeah, I can, but cornerback is one of the toughest positions in football, right?
Yeah.
And that is for sure. How did you mentally prepare week after week to go against the league's best receivers? It's a tough job.
It is. Man, it's a matter of being a student of the game and knowing just like some guys have certain things that they do, no matter who they are, like what you do as far as alignment. I mean, if you line up outside the hash, most times they're going to give you a deep route. You line up inside the hash, you got a crossing route.
Yeah.
Hash, you got certain things you can do. But when you get guys like a Randy Moss, okay, put Randy anywhere. It's hard to guard him. Put a Dante Hall, one of my guys, on the inside. It's hard. You can't stop him. He's too shifty, too quick. Marvin, one of those same guys, put him outside. His routes are crazy. His hands are great. Rod Smith was another one. Rod is from my hometown. Rod was a dog, man.
I forgot about him. Wow, yeah.
Yeah, that's another big dog I had to go up against. So I had some good fights against him.
Yeah. You guys are still cool now till this day?
Oh yeah. Me and Rod. Rod was the guy that I looked up to because I mean we don't have back we didn't have a lot of big name players that were on TV in the newspaper weekly until Rod took off. Rod was a quarterback that did it all in high schools and in college and a hell of an athlete. And so came back and me and one of my best friends were looking to go to college and he's back to visit and asked, what were we looking forward to as far as colleges? I think we mentioned like some of just the big name colleges like Notre Dame, Miami,
right?
Oklahoma was one at the time. Arkansas because we grew up there. And I can't think what the other one was, but he's like looking through all of them. He's like, "You don't like this team here?" I'm like, "Man, I don't know anything about Nebraska." He's like, "Dude, they like one of the at least top three teams in the country, and like I think that's a good fit." Like, bro, I said, I don't even know where Nebraska's at, and ended up Coach Osborne came down for a visit, and I was
Oh,
playing
shout out to
basketball at
coach.
that time. Yeah, that's my dude. That's a father figure right there. Him
Yeah.
and Coach Field. Those are my two. But yeah, he came out for my game, basketball game, and the whole gym went quiet. I was like, "What the heck's going on?" I was like, he walks in, and tall, slender guy, and it's just he almost had that Michael Jordan aura about himself, and
Wow.
everybody just starts to look like, man, you know, Coach Tom Osborne is here. And I'm out there trying to dunk at pregame, trying to dunk all in the games, just trying to show out. And he came to the house and man, you talk about hit it off 100%, hit every possible spot that my mom was looking forward to as to what her kid can look forward to in the future. He said everything the right way.
That's so
And so,
dope, man.
yeah, and it's like, didn't even have to take the chance of going anywhere else.
I'm gonna take a different route. I had a question that a fan wrote. Um, Now I'll ask that after this, right? But for some reason, I'm like spirit filled right now, to be honest with you. I don't know if you're a believer, E. I don't want to uh force anything down your throat, pause, right? Because they like to say pause, but
Yeah.
I don't know if you're a believer, right? But if you are, amen, brother. I do I want to say this, right? Because for some reason I'm trying to move forward, right? But you seem like an awesome guy, man. And a lot of people, for some reason, man, it bothers me so much. A lot of people think that you guys, meaning athletes, pro athletes, are a-holes, right? Oh, they got all the money and you know what I'm saying? They don't talk to their fans or, they think they bigger than you, bigger than us. No, it's not like that, man. It's not like that at all. I've come across thousands of you guys, you know what I'm saying? And all you guys have been super down to earth, like mad, cool, chill. Earlier we was talking about jewelry. Look, you're not wearing any of that. I'm sure you're probably wearing your
Yeah.
wedding ring, but
Oh, I'm single.
my fault, E, my fault. I'm
That's
sorry
all
about that.
good.
I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I'm sure if you were, you would have been rocking your ring. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, and that's probably the only thing, or maybe a watch or something like that. But you guys are super humble. That's one thing I wanted to say, right? And secondly, you know, um, seeing what's going on right now, if you had one advice for the world, what would it be? E? Like seriously, like if there was a kid out there watching that, you know, this kid is just super hateful, right? Depressed in a sense, or whatever the case may be. And if you can shine some light on him, right, with an advice, right, or some words, what would it be? E?
One, have faith and believe in yourself.
Okay.
Um, this is a beautiful world that we're in, uh, and there's chaos involved. But the world, I mean, I love the world where I'm in. I can't I can't prevent certain things from happening that are with some sick individuals.
Right, right.
You know, there's paths in this life that we all have choices, and it's always for me. You got to try to make the right choices, and because one bad choice can put you either long ways out, 6 feet deep. And I hate to see little kids, any kid involved in some type of silliness that they made the wrong decision. Um, Sports is fun, Is it meant for everybody? No, they're not all going to make it to the pros, but give yourself a chance. Believe in yourself. Give effort on every play that you do. What sport that you're in doesn't matter. Just believe in yourself, put the effort in, and enjoy it. Don't try to make too much of it to the point to where it's like, you know, I can't run as fast as Randy Moss. I'm not as tall as uh, Cam Newton. I don't throw it as far or as hard as my guy at who's the pitcher from Pittsburgh, Skeen. I think he's a rookie. You know, I don't shoot the ball as good as Steph Curry. I don't jump as high as LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody before them that came, and there's gonna be somebody to come after them. Why can't it be you?
You know, I'm gonna be honest, E. I was one of them. I was so nice at ball. Mind you, I'm only 5'7", E.
Uh-huh.
And I was dunking. Now, if I was to yeah, I got hops. So I think covering me, E, would have been a problem. Not gonna lie, E, I would have ran them
I am.
routes.
I'm not gonna doubt it until
Ooh,
I see it.
I would have ran them routes, E. Wow. A little slant, quick slant. Wow. Woo. That's it. Over. But I was one of them though. And my thing was you know, my grades. Why? Because I decided to, you know, go to school for chicks. But not only that, I was a gangbanger for 20 years of my life. You know what I mean? So I made the wrong choices. Super. But guess what though? 2018, June 2018, I was able to retire.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? And not to throw shade or I love sports, but I did it without, you know, being on a being a pro. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
was able to do it that way. You know, by the grace of God, I was able to do that. And not only me, but my wife as well. I was able to retire her too, which is crazy.
yeah,
Right.
that's dope.
And again, I'm only 39. And well, let's just say 40 because I'm a week away. Um,
Yeah,
but I was one of them. I was one of them. I was one of them. I wanted to play ball so bad. Um, and I just couldn't, man. I couldn't. I couldn't. I was going for school. I was going to school for chicks, you know, for females and you know, just showing off, like you said earlier, you know, my latest gear, my latest kicks, you know what I mean? And for some reason, man, I just couldn't. I couldn't. And I say that to say this. This is why I big you guys up so much because it took a lot of dedication, a lot of growth, a lot of motivation. I didn't have any of that. You know what I mean? I was pretty much raised without a dad, so I think that played a huge part. You know,
mm-hmm.
and this is why I think I took the streets. But you know, I big you guys up, man. You know, salute to all you guys, man. All you pro athletes, man, for real, because it
Yeah,
took a
bro.
lot of dedication, right? And I'm sure it did,
Yeah,
right? From
it
your
does.
family, your moms especially, right?
Yeah, because I grew up I was born in Mississippi and grew up in Texarkana. So it's like I was inner city kid my entire life. But single mom, raising her three kids, and then she took in three other kids, uh, legal custody of. So, and I just saw the hard work that my mom put in, and it's like I know I'm better than some of these athletes that I played against that have gone to some of these schools, whether they're junior college or uh, big time universities. Like I know I can, and on top of that, it's like it's the evidence is coming from all these letters of intent from colleges. So I think I have what it takes. I just got to I got to stay the role. And I know I mentioned like some of the guys that were undersized and didn't have the speed. My brother was one of those. As my brother's 2 years older than me, probably 3 inches shorter. But my brother was a great athlete, and all of a sudden he sees his little brother outgrow him as faster and bigger. But I think that that took a lot out of him.
Yeah.
So it's like I think he just gave up on sports. When hell, I think my brother could have been in college playing anything, track, basketball, or football. But I think he just saw that his brother passed him, and he lost it instead of sticking with it. And he does well now. He's a barber, makes great money. Cut big time people's heads. So not that he's regretting anything, but I think he could have been a great athlete. And hell, look at I got Dante Hall is one of my great friends. Spud Webbs, Darren Sproles, like all those guys were undersized and went on to have great careers. So it's not about your size. Just believe in yourself, man. You believe you can do it, ain't nobody stop you.
Actually, let's eat. How's the locker room?
Miss that, man. Locker rooms are fun, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Any
but
any any
that's
fights? Any brawls? No names. No names.
not really. You're gonna have some scuffles, but nothing to the point of where like you ruin someone's relationship. You ruin somebody's face, broke something, and any of that. We had some hustle and some tussle that was easily broken up, but nah, we none of that.
So how you did you guys have fun though? It was a lot of fun.
Tons of fun. Now I love the gambling games that we had. We play cards every single week, and to hear how some of that stuff manifests is crazy. And in between, I just did give this here. I won't give any names. So we started in between training camp. It's $5 per person. That pot got up to $250,000 from $5.
Oh, now that is crazy.
I don't know if you've ever played in between,
Nah,
but
nah, nah.
but when the pot gets up to like over a couple of hundred, and then everybody's scared to take the whole pot, and that pot doubles, yeah, it gets nasty. 250.
250. Now, yeah, we can't get no names. That's cool. That's cool. We can get no names. But dang, 250.
250. Yeah, we had guys had to throw car keys in there because they wanted like, yeah, we had rookies. Like, man, I ain't got that kind of money. Like, you got to put that pink slip in there.
Nah, come on, E. Nah, the pink slips?
Yeah, buddy.
Damn, I know they were tight.
So locker rooms are fun, man. You get to see like different sides of people, and you get to hear all the great stories that
Damn.
outside of the locker rooms. We usually do team dinners every Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So those are some of the best times to get out and be with your brothers, man.
Damn. That is crazy. Wow. With the I have about two more, right? With the emphasis now, right? Uh on offense. Do you think defenses and defensive backs get the respect they deserve?
I think some guys have kind of made those guys respect them. Patrick Surtain has done a great job
Oh yeah.
throughout his career. Um, who else is out there? Diggs and the Cowboys. He was great for some years, and outside of injuries, he's struggling this year. Um, the guys over at Green Bay, defense looks good. Um, Buffalo defense looks good. Um, you know, I don't know what other teams that are defensive minded because I would love to see Baltimore, but to see how they gave up, what was that, 48 or whatever they did to Buffalo first game, uh, and after having been up by 15 points, so they've always been known as a defensive team.
Oh
But
yeah.
that just took a lot for me to see how they swandered away all those points at the end of the game. Matter of fact, that's who I just played golf with was Chris McAllister. He played with the
Oh,
Ray
yeah,
Lewis.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that's one of my boys out here.
Oh, you was playing golf for him just now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to him. Last one. Top 5 CBs of all time.
Corners.
Come on, E.
Man.
Come on, E.
Deion is number one for me.
There you go.
Uh,
I like that. I like that.
so I can't go back any further to put any other guys in there. I know, Rod Woodson. I can't because Rod was basically corner safety, but a hell of a player, Hall of Fame guy. Aeneas Williams, hell of a guy. I can't over Dion, Jarrell Reeves,
Mm. Dog.
Can't leave out Charles Woodson. I know he went from corner to safety too, but man, Charles is a hell of a career. I'm a big Champ Bailey fan. Who would be my last one on?
Got one more, E.
I love Ty Law too. Now Ty had a
There
hell
you
of a
go.
career.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's a good 5.
It is.
That's a great 5, actually. That's dope. That's dope. All right. All right. Cool. 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 Now, where can the people find you?
I'm not big on social media, but that's where I'm at is Instagram. That's Eric.Warfield44. So
Okay. And do you have anything going on now? Like any ventures, you know what I mean? Anything that you want the
I'm
people to know?
I'm looking to buy it. No, I'm just trying to buy more land and continue making
Throw me in the
moves.
mix, E. Yeah, throw me in the mix. That's what I do.
If I see my boy lives out there in Jersey too.
That's what I do.
Yeah,
Put me in the mix.
Dante is out there in Jersey.
Well, Hall?
Yeah, Dante Hall's out there.
You live in Jersey?
Yep.
Oh, damn. We should have never said that. Yeah, we should have. Yeah, we should have. But yeah, well, it's cool. It's cool. I'll see if I can edit it. Yeah,
my bad.
Yeah. Because people, yeah.
My bad.
The people are crazy. No, but that's dope though. Wow, he in Jersey. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. He's from Jersey?
No, he's born and raised in Houston, Texas. Married a woman out of Jersey, and they decided to settle down in that neck of the woods.
Damn, I never knew he was out here. That is crazy. But yeah, throw me in the mix. E, come on. I'm in there. That's what I do. That's what I do. We trying to buy. Listen, I'm trying to buy the whole Jersey.
Do it. Buy the block up.
Yeah, I thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. I got your number now. I'll hit you up. I'll text you, just to see what's, say what's up and that's that.
Yeah, let's do that. When my Chiefs get back on the road, we can chop it up again.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. Sound good. E, thank you so much. God bless you,
Appreciate you. Enjoy the day, man.
All right. You too, brother. Thank you.
Later, man.